There's just something elevated and polished about a flawless matte complexion. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you step by step what I do to get a glamorous, flawless matte base like I have here today. Let's dive right into it. Hey beauties, welcome if you're new here. My name is Denise and I love makeup and all things beauty. And I get a lot of questions about my different face routines, foundations, and concealers. And today we are diving deep, step by step, on how I apply my foundation, concealer, and setting powder to get a flawless base. Jumping right in, we're going to be applying the NARS Natural Matte Longwear Foundation and the Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer. But before we can even touch foundation and concealer, we need to talk skin prep. Skin prep is literally the most important step in a flawless base routine, especially over 40. And I'm speaking from experience. At 43, I still love a full face of makeup, but I do notice that my skin gets a little bit dehydrated more often. Just for reference, I have combo skin where I get oily in my T-zone, but normal everywhere else. On freshly cleansed skin, I'm going to apply the Denise Marks Yummy Skin 10 out of 10 Bare Boosting Plumping Serum. Then the Belief Aqua Bomb Eye Gel. And the Denise Marks Water Powder Serum. Okay, I'm going to be applying one of my favorite matte foundations of the moment, which is the NARS Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. I'm going to be wearing the shade Seville. So what I normally do is take 2 pumps of foundation on the back of my hand using my It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7 brush. And all I'm going to do is let me spray my brush just a little bit with some MAC Fix Plus. I am going to saturate that brush pretty much evenly all the way around. And then pick up just a little bit more and then go back to the face. And I want to start applying the foundation where I need the most coverage, which for me is going to be in this area and maybe even the chin area. And then I'm going to work my way back. And whenever I apply my foundation, I am going to be applying that foundation in more of a pressing motion to start, especially over the areas of hyperpigmentation. So start by pressing it in to the skin in your areas where you need the most coverage. and work your way out. Out towards the ear and to the jawline. Okay, so that is a really nice, beautiful sheer layer of foundation. So I'm just going to go back in on the foundation on the back of my hand and then pick up a little bit more product and repeat that process over the areas where I want more coverage. Bringing your foundation always down to your neck. Just the remaining excess that's left on the brush. Drag that down. That way you can have a cohesive look from your face to your neck. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to repeat that process on the other side of my face. What I'll do is take my Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer. This is the shade 5W. I will give myself kind of an instant eye lift by applying my concealer from the ends of the pupil of the eye up towards the tail of my brow. And then to brighten the inner portion of my face, I just apply concealer along the sides of the nose, going up towards my tear duct area. This will also help shape your nose. Because I do want some brightness there in the inner corners of my eye, I'm going to take a little bit of OneSize. I don't even know the name of this concealer, but it's from OneSize Beauty. This is medium dark 1. This is a golden undertone. I just want a tiny little bit because I just want to add a little bit of brightness to my look today. And what I'll do is spray my face one time using MAC Fix Plus. Then start blending out the outer edge of my concealer with a BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506. This is my favorite concealer brush. And as I'm blending, I am patting, using a patting motion. This is going to help you maintain that full coverage that the Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer gives versus swiping. You want to pat. And as you're patting, you kind of blending towards the center of the eye. That's kind of how I avoid caking up so much concealer in the areas of my under eye that has the most lines. Everyone has lines. Anyone that I've ever done makeup on has lines, no matter how old, how young. It's just that the older you get, the deeper that they get, and so on and so forth. But everyone has lines up under their eyes. So that's just how I work concealer up under the eye with lines. I use as little product in that area these days as possible by blending towards the center of the eye, like so. Okay, and so now that it's pretty blended, I just pat out the edges. Yeah. Okay, because the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, it actually is a fast drying concealer, and I did let it sit on the skin a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with Fix Plus to re-moisten that concealer because she's a fast dryer. Taking a beauty blender and just tapping along the edges. Repeating the same process to smudge any lines of demarcation between your foundation and concealer. You take your foundation brush, not adding any more product, and you just press it in along where foundation and concealer meet, like this. There you go. Now, we're going to go ahead and set the face. To set the face, we are going to be using powder puffs initially. We're going to go in with a powder puff, pink up under the eye, all over the face. We're going to use the black for the larger size. But before you set your face with powder, you want to go in with your beauty blender. Not adding any product, not doing anything, and just gently tap up under the eye, working your way from the outer portion of the eye towards the tear duct area, like so. Working in the direction of any fine lines. Okay, so setting under the eye with my OneSize translucent loose setting powder. And I'm just going to take my Huda Beauty powder puff and saturate the puff like so. Press in to evenly distribute the puff on the back of the hand. Press in like so. And then press up under your eye, starting with the outer corner of your eye towards your tear duct in the direction of your lines, like so. Okay, so there's that. Then we are going to be taking this Makeup Forever press setting powder that I never hear anyone talk about. But if you want a very matte look, it has water resistant properties and everything to it. This is the Makeup Forever HD Perfecting Skin pressed powder. And the shade is 3.1 Tan. With my Sephora puff, I am going to pick up that powder and saturate the puff like that. Take the back of my hand, press it in like that, evenly distributing the powder on the puff, and press in a pressing motion like that. You want to take that all the way down the neck area because we apply a little bit of foundation down the neck. You want to set that so it doesn't move around throughout the day. You want to repeat that process on the other side of your face. Okay, so the face is in place. Now, before we go on with any color, which that is not what this video is about, the heavy duty, budge proof, matte, flawless face complexion. I will show you the other products that I'm going to be using after we finish up. I want to take a finishing powder. That way I can dust away any excess setting powders that I used on my face that are just like not soaked in, basically. Okay, then I'm going to take a BK Beauty 103 powder brush and the new Covergirl. Yeah, the new Covergirl Skin Enhancer Luminizing Finishing Powder. I've been testing this. So I'm just going to load up my brush, just like pressing it into the powder. And I do that so that I can evenly distribute the product in the brush. And then I'm just going to dust it across the skin like that, repeating that process on the other side of my face. Okay, now to lock it all in and melt it all together, we're going to use the Denise Liquid Blurring Balm Setting Spray. I am going to spray my face down 3 times and then dry it down with my mini fan. If you're interested in anything mentioned in today's video, I'm going to have everything listed down in the description bar, so you can go and check it out. And then also you can click on the tabs that pop up for YouTube shopping and it'll take you right on over to the product. Yeah, we are definitely matte. Today's video isn't about color, but I will show you that I am applying the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer and the Vanngo Velvet Blush in Possibilities. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick eye look, pop on some lashes, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, beauties, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. For the eyes, all I did was go in with my bronzer of the day in the crease, and then a little bit on the outer third of the eye. This brown shade from the Vanngo Wonderful Warm palette. And my Amazon lashes, those are going to also be linked down in the description bar if you want to pick them up. And my lip combo is a lot of things, actually. Okay, where we at? lip combo. Where's the other thing? Okay, so I used a lip stain pen along with a lipstick and then a little bit of a lip liner and then some gloss on top to give me this nudie pink, pretty much can go with almost anything type of a lip. I'll have each individual product that I use down in the description bar. I also want to know if you all want me to do some sort of a lip combo type of video, or any other type of video that you may want to see. Comment down below. I would love to hear it. And that's it. That's all I did. I think I want to go ahead and put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes and powder my face just a little bit. I think I want a little bit more blush. I love this blush. It's just, oh God, I just can't get enough. It's just so beautiful. Love it. You did that. Okay, a little bit of okay, so that is the look. That is how I get my super flawless matte makeup base. Let me know what else you would like to see on the channel. Let's continue this down in the comment section. Please share your flawless matte base routine with us. I would love to know what you use in your routine, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.